Let me read that.
Yep.
Hatred is never ended by hatred, but by love. And a misunderstanding is never ended by an argument, but by tact, diplomacy, conciliation, and a sympathetic desire to see the other person's viewpoint.
Success isn't just about money. It's about winning in every area of life. Welcome to the Larry Holsey Podcast, where we dive into leadership, business, personal growth, investing, and family, so you can prosper the way God intended. I'm Larry Holsey, and each episode we'll bring you the wisdom, strategies, and motivation to help you level up in every part of your life. So if you're ready to grow, lead, and succeed, let's get started.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whenever he's on calls, I'll say hi, and he'll say my name. He'll be like, "Oh, hi, Emmy. Like, how was your day?" And I'm like, "Good."
Yeah.
I love him. Anyways.
She likes it when he says her name. You like it when anybody says your name.
Yeah.
Because it's the sweetest, most enjoyable
sound in any language.
Even Kim Jong-un? No, it is not. Just talking about he's like a terrorist dictator. I mean, he's like a, yeah.
Like the other.
Like Hitler. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Actual Hitler, not what the lefties talk about Donald Trump. Yeah.
We love Trump. Wait, we gotta.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, chapter 4. An easy way to become a good conversationist.
Conversationalist.
Same thing. Sorry guys, quick hug break.
You want the word hug?
Oh, dude, he does this whenever he's working. Okay, computer, this is his laptop.
Hi, can I get a hug?
You can't give me a word hug. No, this is
gonna be a full hug.
It can't be a
Yeah. Sometimes I give the word hug.
Well, best.
Sometimes.
Oh, this was talking about being a good listener. Not a hearer, but a listener.
Okay.
It doesn't say that, but
That's your take?
I didn't make it up, but like that's what I got from it.
Okay.
You can read this. There's a lot. I think I highlighted the whole. Yeah, no, just
okay. And not only important personages crave a good listener, but ordinary folk do too. As the Reader's Digest once said, many persons call a doctor when all they want is an audience. Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
That is so true.
That is true.
That is so true. Especially like older people who don't have, maybe don't have friends, or they're kind of lonely or whatever. That's true. He had wanted merely a friendly, sympathetic listener to whom he could unburden himself. Well, let's just read this. During the darkest hours of the Civil War, Lincoln wrote to an old friend in Springfield, Illinois, asking him to come to Washington. Lincoln said he had some problems he wanted to discuss with him. The old neighbor called at the White House, and Lincoln talked to him for hours about the advisability of issuing a proclamation freeing the slaves. Lincoln went over all the arguments for and against such a move, and then read letters and newspaper articles, some denouncing him for not freeing the slaves, and others denouncing him for fear he was going to free them. After talking for hours, Lincoln shook hands with his old neighbor, said goodnight, and sent him back to Illinois without ever asking for his opinion. Lincoln had done all the talking himself. That seemed to clarify his mind. He seemed to feel easier after that talk, the old friend said. Lincoln hadn't wanted advice. He had wanted merely a friendly, sympathetic listener to whom he could unburden himself. That's what we all want when we're in trouble. That is frequently all the irritated customer wants and the dissatisfied employee or their hurt friend. So just being a good listener. Yeah. So important.
And the difference between being a hearer and a listener is that when you just hear it and you don't apply it and you don't, like you hear it and you can remember what they said. Yeah, I literally highlighted that whole page.
Wow. That must be important.
I thought.
Where do you read it?
I might stutter, but
that's all right.
But I'm gonna finish what I was saying. Anyways, the difference between being a hearer and a listener is that when you hear it, like you understand what they're saying, I guess, but you don't apply it and you don't remember it, like the next day or whatever. You just forget. But a listener is when you listen, you apply it, and you remember it. I'm not saying you have to listen to something and remember it like the rest of your life. I'm just saying that like if you remember it and you apply it and you like actually pay attention, like. You want to listen, not just hear.
Yes.
It's very good to listen.
It says that in God's word too. James?
Yeah.
Become a doer of the word, not a hearer only. It's good. What is this? Chick-fil-A sauce?
I think it's shake.
Oh, yeah, it's probably shake. I was like, oh, is that Chick-fil-A sauce?
That'd be nasty if that was shake. I need to wash this sweatshirt. Okay. Wait, Mom just washed it yesterday.
That means you probably just got it on you. It probably came from that shaker.
I'm just gonna put this. If you want to know how to make people shun you and laugh at you behind your back and even despise you, here's the recipe.
Recipe?
So this is like I think y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna stop trying. Stop. Never listen to anyone for long.
No, listen, start it here and start.
If you want to know how to make people shun you and laugh at you behind your back and even despise you, here is the recipe. Never listen to anyone for long. Talk excessively about yourself. If you have an idea while the other person is talking, don't wait for him or her to finish, but write in and interrupt in the middle of a sentence. Do you know people like that? I do, unfortunately. And the astonishing part of it is that some of them are prominent. What does that say?
Bores?
Can I say that? Okay. I gotta make sure,
Bores,
guys.
like somebody who's boring.
Okay. Let's make sure. Bores, that is all they are. Bores intoxicated with their own egos, drunken with a sense of their own importance. People who talk only of themselves think only of themselves. And those people who think only of themselves, Dr. Nicholas Murray Butler, longtime president of the Columbia University, said are hopelessly uneducated. They are not educated, said Dr. Butler, no matter how instructed they may be. So if you aspire to be a good conversationalist, be an attentive listener, to be interesting, be interested, ask questions the other person will enjoy answering, encourage them to talk about themselves and their accomplishments. Remember that the people you are talking to are 100 times more interested in themselves and their wants and problems than they are in you and your problems. A person's toothache means more to that person than a famine in China which kills 1 million people. A boil on one's neck interests one more than 40 earthquakes in Africa. Think of that the next time you start a conversation. Principle 4, be a good listener, encourage others to talk about themselves.
Man, that is huge.
That's why I highlighted the whole, I literally could have just,
Huge.
did little, I don't know.
Say a lot of them people in the back.
I'm not reading this again. Next, is this still recording?
Yeah.
We're good. Next chapter, how to interest people. Talking in terms of the other person's interest pays off for both parties.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
a short chapter.
Yeah, it's only 1 page, I think.
Principle 5?
Yeah, principle 5, talk in terms of the other person's interests.
Nice.
There wasn't much to highlight. It was basically just a story. I think that, yeah, it was just a story, so that's why.
Yeah.
Anyways, this one's good, guys. This one's good. 6, how to make people like you instantly.
How do we do it?
Okay.
What?
Like if someone, like a good example is someone walks up and is like, do you notice anything? Like if they got their hair done or something. Like, do you notice anything? Like sometimes I'll do that as a joke, like to him, just because it's funny.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't notice.
Your mic picks all that noise up.
Oops.
That's okay.
Sorry. But yeah, like, it's just
gross when people
Yeah.
talk about themselves.
like, even if,
Nobody wants to hang out with them.
no, you're not going to have friends. Like, I'm going to be real. You're not going to have friends if you're that kind of person.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not trying to like point anyone out, but if you're that kind of person, you will not have people. You won't have friends.
Yeah.
What does that say? It was a story, and I just kind of.
Okay. If we are so contemptibly selfish that we can't radiate a little happiness and pass on a bit of honest appreciation without trying to get something out of the other person in return, if our souls are no bigger than sour crab apples, we shall meet with the failure we so richly deserve.
That's deep. I want to read the rest.
Always make the other person.
Hey, I want to read that.
Oh, you say it.
Always make the other person feel important. Golf clap. Oh, I'm doing golf with Coach Faust.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where we're gonna practice because remember last year we did it at that person's house.
Yeah, at Dr. Bjork's.
How
Yeah.
are we gonna? I don't know where they're gonna be.
Well,
Anyways,
maybe
sorry,
somebody
that's a
lives there. I don't-
sorry, that's a little off topic. But anyways, the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. Again, guys, everyone wants to be appreciated.
Yes.
Like everyone. So if you appreciate the other person, they're gonna appreciate you, and then y'all are just gonna
It's a
and then they'll like you instantly.
It's a good, yeah, I appreciate you, you appreciate me, instead of I don't appreciate you, you don't appreciate me, and then we're both not happy.
Yeah.
But if I appreciate you, then you're going to appreciate me, and we're both happy.
Yeah.
So what if somebody's not appreciating you?
You still
You
need to
can
appreciate them.
choose to appreciate them anyway, right?
Mhm.
And you can
It's
change
a
the
little
cycle. Yeah, it is. You got to be the bigger person, you know?
Yeah, sorry, we have a joke in my class about being the bigger person. Instead, like, being tell Hazel.
Okay.
Shoot. Anyways, we'll tell a person in our class. You can edit
Yeah.
that out, right?
I would just stop me. I would just go.
Okay, anyways. So, we'll talk to we'll talk to a girl in my class, and whenever her and another kid are fighting.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
Let's
go.
just not talk about this anymore. No.
But it's funny.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not trusting the,
I can do it.
I don't want to have to edit it, and I just, let's keep going. Okay.
I'm sorry, I just had
It's okay. It's okay.
You don't have to wait until you're the ambassador to France or chairman of the clam-bake committee of your lodge before you use this physiology of appreciation. You can work magic with it almost every day. I don't know why.
Clam bake committee?
No clue what that is. Clearly, it means like to be someone huge in business to use it.
Yeah, you can use it anytime, anywhere. Anytime there's another person.
Such is the power, the stupendous power of sincere, heartfelt appreciation.
Yes.
The power that you have to be able to appreciate other people, guys,
Huge.
you're unstoppable.
Huge.
You're unstoppable. This is about a story, and it's about this guy named Mr. Roland, and his name is Chris Roland.
You gonna read that?
Oops. The life of many a person could probably be changed if only someone would make him feel important. Ronald J. Roland, who is one of the instructors of our course in California, is also a teacher of arts and crafts. He wrote to us about a student named Chris in the beginning. Oh, that's just a story. I didn't need to highlight that.
Okay. So
Anyways.
yeah, if we just made people feel important, if some people act bad or not as good as they could because they don't feel important. So if we could make some of those people, so think about some of the people around you, if they feel unimportant, and sometimes we add to their feeling of unimportance because we're not nice to them or we are annoyed with them or whatever. If we could try to just make them feel important anyway, that's showing love, right? Which is what
That's the right thing to do.
God calls us to do, to show love. So if we can make that person feel important, whether they're homeless or somebody annoying in your class or somebody that just smells bad or your brother.
That's in.
Or
That's
whatever.
in.
If you could make them feel important, you can actually affect the way that person acts and affect how far they go in life by making them feel important.
It is nearly impossible for someone to hate you if you are kind to them, like all the time. Like if they're like rude to you, like if you have a bully and you're just like kind to them like all the time, it is almost impossible for them to despise you or hate you because you're just so nice to them. Yep. And if you don't want to have any enemies, I mean, you're gonna have some people not like you, of course, but like if you want someone to like eventually like you, just keep being nice because they'll eventually like grow up and be like, dang, I was rude. I mean, yeah. Anyways, Chris taught me a lesson I will never forget.
What?
The light died. Now the lighting's bad.
It's fine. Just keep going.
Our deep desire to feel important to help me never forget this role. I made a sign which reads, "You are important. You are important." This sign hangs in the front of a classroom for all to see and to remind me that each student I face is equally important. Everyone is equally important. Guys, you're not more important than someone else. Someone else isn't more important to you. No one is more important than you. No one's more important than you. No one's less important than you. Everyone's equal. It doesn't matter if they're like literally the president or like, doesn't matter. You're still equally as important. Yeah. And like,
president might be more important than me.
Well, I'm fucking dad. You can't know. We're trying to prove a point with the book. I don't mean in business and people we know. I mean like genuinely. Like
you mean just like human to human. Everybody has equal importance.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I don't mean like we both have the same importance in like business or whatever, because we definitely do not. But
we all have equal value. Yes.
Yes. He told a lot of stories. By expressing my appreciation for what she does and showing her how important she is to me and to the restaurant, talk to people about themselves.
And they will listen for hours.
Yes. Talk to people about themselves and they will listen for hours. If I talked to you about yourself this whole time, I bet you'd still be listening to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if you were talking about me this whole time, I would definitely still be listening.
Of course.
Principle 6, make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Sincerely.
Yes.
Make them feel important.
All right. So let's go over.
No.
Test?
It's 6.
It's a test?
It's 6.
It's fine.
No, Dad.
Do this. I'll help you. All right. 6 ways to make people like you. Principle 1, become genuinely
interested in other people.
Okay, good. Principle 1.
Become genuinely interested in other people.
Principle 2.
What's the first word? Smile.
Principle 3.
The person's name is to that person. the most sweet and important sound in any language. I got it word for word. Did I get it word for word?
Not exactly, but pretty close. Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important
sound in any language.
Kim Jong-un.
The way I knew.
All right. All right. Principle 4. Be a good
listener.
And
be a good listener.
Encourage others to talk about
themselves.
Yes.
Sorry, that one.
Principle 5. Talk in terms of what are you talking about with somebody? What you're interested in or what they're interested in?
Oh, talk in terms of what other people are interested in.
Yes. Principle 6.
We literally
just did it.
I
We just did it. You literally just read it 5 seconds ago. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely.
was saying if it was on the back. That's good.
All right, read all 6.
Principle 1, become genuinely interested in other people. 2, smile. Number 3, how do you say his name again?
Kim Jong-un?
Kim Jong-un. Remember that person's name is to that person. The sweetest and most important sound in any language. Principle 4, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Principle 5, talk in terms of the other person's interests. Principle 6, make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Part 3.
Part 3.
Part 3. Wow, that's a lot of birds. Oh, they just keep coming. They're like behind Nani's house.
What time is it?
I don't know. If it's almost 5.
We're like halfway done.
If it's almost...
See that? We're almost halfway.
You might want to check what time it
You
is.
know how long we've been going?
Maybe like an hour and a half.
Over an hour.
You know...
Going for an hour and 10 minutes.
What time is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a good question. I can't see the...
Open your computer. We just gotta know because... Okay, so she'll be...
I was going to go to the gym today, but I decided to
to do this with me.
this podcast.
Because he loves
But I
me.
did cold lunch.
Good job, Dad.
Yes, you do.
She'll be here in a little bit. So we can go a little
Who's
bit.
coming?
You know. Who's coming?
You don't have to write it. You're not like saying anything about her.
Claire's coming.
Oh, I love Claire.
We love Claire.
Claire is a sweetheart.
Okay.
She's hilarious. When I look at her, and
Guys,
she gives me a grin.
See what you see. She's like, my dad is my friend's like best friends. Like even Mariah, like she literally loves you.
Oh, really?
Like all the girls at like church, they literally love you. It's so funny. They're
I
like,
love them too.
Larry the Wretched. Oh my gosh!
They're funny.
Every person at my school knows who my dad is. It's really funny.
They're funny.
Okay,
I like your friends too. They make me laugh.
guys.
Ooh,
Guys.
you need to remember
First
this.
chapter of
You need to remember this.
you need to remember
You
this.
need
When
it.
you're arguing with mom, you need to
Hey,
remember
Mom,
this.
Hey,
It's disagreement. What kind of question is that? Of course we're playing guitar.
This Claire play Catan?
No, but we're teaching her. She doesn't have a choice. We're a Catan family. If you don't know what it is, it's just a game where you like build roads, settlements, and cities and stuff. And long story short,
It's fun.
yeah, it's so fun. It takes literally like 2 hours, but it's really fun. It takes as long as Monopoly.
Savage competition.
Yes.
Savage competition. We went to the mountains last week and we played
Who
Catan.
said that?
Seed, and we played Catan.
I got grounded while we were playing Catan.
Yes. Yes.
So did Hudson.
So
He got 2 weeks added from playing Catan.
yeah.
Eddie and Garrett literally started fighting the last night I was at their house. They literally started fighing, and we were going to dinner.
Playing Catan.
We went to the social birdie, and
Remember, this is for public distribution, so
I'm not gonna say anything bad.
I know.
I'm being careful. Don't worry. I'm careful.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I need to stop flipping this.
So they got in a Catan fight.
Yes, and we were walking out, and Addie, I love you. If you see, I'm not like dissing. I just thought it was really funny. If you see this, and Garrett, but we're walking out, and the whole week we'd been planning to go to social birdie.
Yeah.
With Eddie, Garrett, and me. We're walking out after we played Catan after they were already mad at each other, and Eddie goes, maybe just me and Emmy should go. And Garrett said, no, I would like to come with y'all if that's okay. And Eddie goes, okay. And I go,
So it's over Catan. Okay.
This was over Catan.
This has happened. Heather and I almost divorced over a ping pong game one time. Oh,
Gosh.
I mean, it was this close. This close.
They literally.
Ping pong game. If you see this, babe, I love you. But she just kept missing points, and I just kept calling the truth. And she
Wait,
just couldn't
pickleball
handle
or ping
it.
pong?
It was ping pong. Oh, pickleball has happened too, but ping pong. There was a ping pong
dude,
game.
you get too intense over pickleball.
You get too intense.
Dude, I hate being on his team, and he always makes me be on his team, and he just finds a way to get me grounded every time. I love you, but every time.
Grounded? You've never been grounded over pickleball.
Yes, I have.
No.
I threw my paddle. It's because he wouldn't.
That was not because of pickleball. That was because.
No, it was because you wouldn't. Anyways,
Quit
you
coaching.
can't win an argument.
Okay, exactly. This is a good.
Let's just get it.
It's a good example.
You can't win an argument. You can't. Oh, I remembered what it said from here. Okay, I remember what it says in here. Whoa. Wow. You can't win an argument because if you lose it, you lose it. If you win it, you still lose it. Because if you win it, you are beating the other person down. And so you didn't win because you just hurt their feelings. And that's not a win. And if you lose it, well, I mean, you just lost, you know? But if you win it, you hurt the other person's feelings.
Hurt their feeling?
Feelings?
Their one feeling?
Their feelings? A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still.
What is this doing? Is this making it like warmer?
No, it's just a different setting of the. It's just a
Do
different.
you like it white or do you like it kind of?
Well, I do my vanity mirror yellow, and I kind of like it yellow, but it's okay brighter. But it's okay.
Huh. Okay.
I do my vanity mirror yellow. I love my vanity mirror.
This one's on that too. I don't know which way looks better on camera, but
Hatred is never ended by hatred, but by love. And a misunderstanding is never ended by an argument, but by tact, diplomacy, consolation, and a sympathetic desire to see the other person's viewpoint.
let me read that. Hatred is never ended by hatred, but by love. And a misunderstanding is never ended by an argument, but by tact, diplomacy, conciliation, and a sympathetic desire to see the other person's viewpoint. Even killing the dog would not cure the bite. That's the most important one.
I highlighted that because me and Emily were reading it together in class.
All right, listen to this. Let's read this whole story. Frederick S. Parsons, an income tax consultant, had been disputing and wrangling for an hour with a government tax inspector, IRS agent. An item of $9,000 was at stake. Mr. Parsons claimed that this $9,000 was in reality a bad debt, that it would never be collected, and that it ought not to be taxed. Bad debt, my eye, retorted the inspector. It must be taxed. The inspector was cold, arrogant, and stubborn. Mr. Parsons said as he told the story to the class, reason was wasted and so were facts. The longer we argued, the more stubborn he became. So I decided to avoid argument, change the subject, and give him appreciation. I said, I suppose this is a very petty matter in comparison with the really important and difficult decisions you're required to make. I've made a study of taxation myself, but I've had to get my knowledge from books. You are getting yours from the firing line of experience. I sometimes wish I had a job like yours. It would teach me a lot. I meant every word I said. Well, the inspector straightened up in his chair, leaned back, and talked for a long time about his work, telling me the clever frauds he had uncovered. His tone gradually became friendly, and presently he was telling me about his children. As he left, he advised me that he would consider my problem further and give me his decision in a few days. He called at my office 3 days later and informed me that he had decided to leave the tax return exactly as it was filed. This tax inspector was demonstrating one of the most common of human frailties. He wanted a feeling of importance, and as long as Mr. Parsons argued with him, he got his feeling of importance by loudly asserting his authority. But as soon as his importance was admitted and the argument stopped, and he was permitted to expand his ego, he became a sympathetic and kindly human being. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
If you have an IRS agent and you had your accountant working with you, you better have an accountant who's really good with people, and if they're representing you in that, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Okay.
Will you turn that down a little bit? I'm kind of hot.
Kind of hot? Yeah, me too.
And I don't want to take my sweatshirt off because it's comfy.
Yeah. And it looks cute.
Yeah.
You always look cute.
Thank you. The shirt I'm wearing under is actually pretty cute. It's a Levi's and it's like,
yeah.
But it is
This is going to be our longest podcast ever. This is going to be like,
it is cropped. So if I go up at all, it'll.
Yeah, we don't want the crop.
We don't want the.
No crop.
No crop. That's why I wear a sweatshirt whenever I wear it. I'm smart. We're not dissing on anyone who wears crops. You're beautiful.
Whatever, but you're not wearing crops.
I'm too young, but y'all are beautiful.
We're going to burn the crop. Burn the crop.
Mom bought this for me from Goodwill.
From Goodwill?
From Goodwill.
Hey, okay. All right.
It's Goodwill.
It's Goodwill.
We love Goodwill.
Goodwill's kind of fun.
I love Goodwill.
Thrifting's kind of fun.
Oh, thrifting is my.
I mean, I don't have any clothes that I wear from Goodwill, I don't think, but
I wear
business clothes and stuff like that,
I think these are from Goodwill, not gonna lie.
Probably not.
I think they're not Lulu.
Maybe so.
They're not Lulu.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Okay. They might be. If you find Lulu at Goodwill, you definitely.
Look, it's like a cloud. I think.
Some other brand?
Yeah. But they look like Lulu, guys. These look like Lulu. They're pretty nice too. I love them.
So, okay.
Anyways.
Back to this.
Principle 1.
Principle 1 of
Part 3.
Part 3, which is
how to win people to your way of thinking.
That is very important.
Yes.
If you can do that,
you can't win an argument. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Avoid it, guys. Avoid it.
Yeah. Okay. So look here. This is important. In an article in Bits and Pieces, some suggestions are made on how to keep a disagreement from becoming an argument.
Oh, yeah. I highlighted like.
Can you read those? Just read the highlight.
So it's like an article, and there's just like the highlight, like the title or like the each section. And I just highlighted that. Mm-hmm. So the first one is welcome the disagreement.
So this is how to how to keep a disagreement from
an argument. Yeah. Second one, distrust your first instinct.
Let's start again. I want to have this all in one clip whenever we clip this. So what you're about to read is how to keep a disagreement from becoming an argument.
How to keep a disagreement from becoming an argument.
Nice.
Welcome the disagreement.
Okay.
Distrust your first instinctive impression. Control your temper.
Ooh.
Listen First, not second, not last, not third, not fourth. First,
First, okay.
look for areas of agreement.
Yes.
Be honest. Honest, no lies. You don't like lies. Promise to think over your opponent's ideas and study them carefully.
And mean it.
Yeah, mean it. Thank your opponents sincerely for their interest. Postpone action to give both sides time to think through the problem.
That's good. It's awesome. You think Charlie Kirk did a good job of that? Yeah. Whenever he would debate people.
When we watched we watched the Charlie Kirk debate, and it was amazing.
He was so good, huh?
He was.
He was so good. He was so, yeah, it's very sad. He was assassinated for speaking the truth.
It's crazy what the world has literally become. Like, I'm
All
young.
he did was speak the truth.
No, for real.
And he let people speak whatever they thought the truth was.
Yeah, he didn't like interrupt them and
He
like
let their ideas be exposed.
yeah, he let them be heard. He like listened. He did exactly. Bro probably read this every day, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he literally like I love Charlie Kirk. Okay, principle 1 of this chapter. The only way to get we already read that. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it.
Yes. Perfect.
A sure way of making enemies and how to avoid it. How to avoid making enemies.
We don't want to learn how to make enemies unless we're going to avoid it.
Yeah, exactly. You can read it. You can read this page.
Okay. If we can be sure of being right, hold on.
I don't know.
Okay. If we can be sure of being right only 55% of the time, you can go down to Wall Street and make $1 million a day. If you can't be sure of being right even 55% of the time, why should
you tell other people they're wrong?
Ooh, telling other people they're wrong?
Dude, get help.
That is
get
how
help. That's how you start an argument. That's how you start it. That's how you start it.
You are wrong.
You're wrong. You say, a good thing to say, I feel like, is, I accidentally typed, but you go, I disagree, but we can work this out. You don't go, you're wrong. Like, don't say you're wrong. Just say, if you strongly disagree, feel free to say, I strongly disagree.
But maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah. Say, I disagree.
Maybe I'm missing something. Could you explain?
Yeah, I disagree, but maybe I'm not hearing the full part of your story. So can you explain?
That's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. You know, I liked you said the other day about excuses.
It's not an excuse, and it's an explanation.
You're like, I'm not making an excuse.
I was talking to him, and I go, I'm not making an excuse. I'm giving you an explanation.
Yes. But sometimes explanations are excuses.
Sometimes it's not an explanation. It's an excuse. But in that situation, it was an explanation, not an excuse.
Yeah, because you weren't you weren't trying to justify the behavior. You were just telling me what your thought process was.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's good.
But you can't like take advantage of that and be like, I'm not.
You know what an excuse really is?
Wait. Oh gosh. I know.
You remember?
I know.
What is an excuse for real?
And then I can't remember.
A well-planned lie.
Oh, dang it! No, I knew it, bro. Yeah, it's a well-planned lie.
An excuse is just a well-planned lie.
I knew it. I was getting there. Getting there.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuses are like armpits. Everybody has one or two, unless you didn't have an arm.
Okay.
Then you wouldn't have an armpit. All right, go ahead.
Oh, I almost said something. Okay.
All right.
Sorry, I almost said something that I. Okay.
I wonder if my camera is gonna keep its battery. Keep going.
Fine. The charger's on it. We're smart. Hudson's charger. Men must be taught as if you taught them not. Wait, let me start over. Men must be taught as if you taught them not, and things unknown proposed as things for God. Oh, okay. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him to find it within himself.
Okay. Man must be taught as if you taught them not, and things unknown proposed as things for God. Over 300 years ago, Galileo said, you cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him to find it within himself. Interesting.
Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so.
Wow.
Oh, we said it at the same time.
Wow. Well, that was very nerdy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
That was Revenge of the Nerds. For any of you guys that are old enough to have seen the movie Revenge of the Nerds. That's what they did in that movie. Okay. All right.
I'm dead.
Keep going.
One thing only I know, and that is that I know nothing.
Who said that?
Socrates said repeatedly to his followers in Athens. Athens? One thing only I know, and that is that I know nothing. That's good.
Yes. You know that the more you learn and the wiser you become, the more you realize you don't know anything. It's true. When you're a teenager,
I'm not
Almost a
even a teenager yet.
you think you know everything. But that's actually how God made you. He made your brain to work that way.
Why?
I think so that you would become independent and that you would learn to, it's annoying. Let's say that for sure, but it's annoying to the parent.
Hey, you
But-
were a teenager at some
No,
point
but
too.
it's so that a teenager can become independent and become, an adult and a man or a woman.
Yeah.
And they have to develop.
Be confident.
Yeah, they have to develop their own.
Okay, I had this down here. I read this, but it's just saying like I highlighted. It says, "But I may be wrong." I did an arrow and I said, "You might not be right all the time.
Yeah.
You're not always going to be right." And like if you're in an argument, think to yourself, "I might not be right. Like
Yeah.
I'm not always right." Like just think like, "Am I right?" Like let me think over. Like let me really think over what I'm saying here. Does that make sense, or am I just sounding dumb? Like
Yeah.
think about it.
Mhm.
I had so much in this chapter. This is good. And if I am wrong,
Read that the whole
You read
from here. If a person makes a statement that you think is wrong, yes, even though that is okay, let's say it again. If a person makes a statement that you think is wrong, yes, even that is wrong, isn't it better to begin by saying, well, now look, I thought otherwise, but I may be wrong.
it's kind of what
I
we were saying
frequently
earlier.
am. It's exactly what you were saying. And if I'm wrong, I want to be put right. Let's examine the facts. Stay it louder for the people in the back.
Stop.
You know what we should do? We should do a clip of this whole thing where it says,
How many times
How
you
many-
said that? Like meanings yawn count. We yawned the whole thing.
say it louder. The people in the back.
I think this is like your 20th time saying that.
It'll be a good little promo.
Gosh, okay. You will never. No, I want to read this.
Hear that? There's magic, positive magic in such phrases as, I may be wrong. I frequently am.
Let's examine the facts. Examine the facts. Look at fact checked. Fact checked.
Hmm?
Fact check. I could not say that right. Okay. You will never get into trouble by admitting that you may be wrong. You will never get into trouble by admitting that you may be wrong. That will stop all argument and inspire your opponent to be just as fair and open and broad-minded as you are. It will make him want to admit that he too may be wrong. There's times, you may not believe this, there's times that both of y'all could be wrong.
Mhm.
There's times that both of y'all are wrong. Not, I don't know who I'm saying y'all to, but
Yeah.
like sometimes you're both wrong. Sometimes you're both wrong.
You're not-
Sometimes we're both wrong.
You're rarely 100% right.
Exactly. So like, don't be all like cocky and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm right all the time." Like,
Mhm.
no, you're not. You're just lying to yourself. Don't lie to yourself, guys. Anyways, you can read that.
We sometimes find ourselves changing our minds without any resistance or heavy emotion, but if we are told we are wrong, we resent the imputation and harden our hearts. We're incredibly heedless in the formation of our beliefs, but find ourselves filled with an illicit passion for them when anyone proposes to rob us of their companionship. It is obviously not the ideas themselves that are dear to us, but our self-esteem which is threatened. The little word my is the most important one in human affairs, and properly to reckon with it is the beginning of wisdom. It has the same force whether it is my dinner, my dog, Milo, my house,
My father, my
country,
country.
my God. We not only resent the imputation that our watch is wrong or our car is shabby, but that our conception of the canals of Mars, of the pronunciation of Epictetus, of the medicinal value of salicin, or of the date of Sargon I is subject to revision. We like to continue to believe what we have been accustomed to accept as true, and the resentment aroused when doubt is cast upon any of our assumption leads us to seek every manner of excuse for clinging to it. The result is that most of our so-called reasoning consists of finding arguments for going on believing as we already.
Getting chapstick, my lips are chapped. I have a canker sore on my.
Oh yeah, hate those.
I've had like 3 canker sores in the past like 2 years. Last time me and Heidi went to the dentist a few months ago. It was actually like 2 months ago. Every time I go to the dentist, I get a canker sore the week before.
Oh.
Never say you're wrong. Show respect, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Never say it. Never say it.
Show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say you're wrong.
And guess what? If you're wrong,
Yes.
admit it.
Yes, that's chapter 3 of this section. You're wrong, admit it.
Cucumber mint. Cucumber mint.
Nice. That was enough.
Cucumber mint.
Mustache makes my lips get shut.
This guy. It's literally like it. Like when not like in your mouth, but like if it kind of like you can taste it a little bit. It's literally like the mix of literal cucumber and literal mint.
Yeah, it's good.
It's perfect. I love it. That's my.
Alright, so-
This is wait, not sponsored, but this chapstick.
You like it?
This
What is it?
chapstick.
If you get too close to the camera, it won't see it.
No, I'm trying to. I don't know if it's gonna do it, but it's called what?
Are they paying us for this one?
No. Blue's in, and they have a bunch of different ones. They have like berry, mint. They have a bunch of ones, but the cucumber mint's my favorite. I like mint chopstick. Anyways, back to the book. I need my chopstick. I'm sorry. If we know we are going to be rebuked anyhow, isn't it far better to beat the other person to do it and do it ourselves? Sorry. Isn't it much easier to listen to self-criticism than to bear condemnation from alien lips?
So what does that mean? What is it talking about? So here's what it's talking about. I'll tell you. Because I've read this book several times, like 7 or 8 times. My dad had me read this book when I think it was probably about your age. And then I've read it a bunch of times. It's such a great book. And I'm glad we're going through this now because it's reminding me of all these things. So if you find out you're wrong, okay, or if you might be wrong and you're in trouble, let's just say in parenting and child. Okay. So if you do something wrong and you're busted, okay, and man, I'm in trouble. I did something that I shouldn't have done. If you will take the responsibility and be like, listen, I was so wrong. I'm so sorry. The way that I talked to my brother or whatever, it was wrong. It was not what I should have been doing. It's a lot. You get mercy from the other person. So if the other person is going to be like, hey, listen, that was wrong. And you're like, hey, I just want to let you know, I realized that what I did was wrong. I'm so sorry.
I'm taking
You're
responsibility.
taking responsibility. When you do that, it makes the other person not want to condemn you. It makes them be like, look, it's okay.
Just don't do it again.
Yeah, just don't do it again. So that can be used in any human
So you're
action.
saying if I know you're not saying like every time I do that, I'm just like gonna get off the hook every time. But you're basically saying, yeah, I'm much more like if I. This happened once. I lied to you about taking my vitamins.
You lied.
I lied, but then you believed me. But then I felt really bad. So like an hour or 2 later, I came back to you and I said, hey, Dad, like I didn't take my vitamins. I threw them in the trash. I used to do that. I also used to pour these.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
I used to pour my shakes behind my dress. And my room started smelling nasty. And my mom was wondering. We were cleaning our room and she moved the dresser. I was downstairs watching TV.
Oh, man. You were in trouble.
Addie used to put vitamins behind her bed.
I know.
We all did something. I used to let Milo drink my shakes too. I would go outside and I'd just pour it in his mouth.
You would? Did you love it? That's why his coat looks so good.
You can read that part. It's your turn.
Say about yourself all the derogatory things you know the other person is thinking or wants to say or intends to say, and say them before that person has a chance to say them. The chances are 100 to 1 that a generous, forgiving attitude will be taken and your mistakes will be minimized.
Hey guys.
Read this.
Hold on. I think this just needs to be shown.
This is my favorite Christmas present from last year.
I love it when I wake up in the morning and Donald Trump is president.
I do. It's a great day every day.
Oh, dang, you chugged it.
Greatest.
Empty.
It's been an hour and a half.
Okay.
All right.
1 minute? Okay. Any fool can try to defend his or her mistakes, and most fools do. But it raises one above the herd and gives one a feeling of nobility and exultation to admit one's mistake. For example, one of the most beautiful things that history records about Robert E. Lee, we're learning about Robert E. Lee in history.
Oh, yeah?
And Abraham Lincoln, which they talk about him being assassinated in the beginning of the book.
Yeah.
Talks about that in the beginning of the book.
Yeah.
So I learned a little extra for history. Robert E. Lee is the way he blamed himself and only himself for the failure of Pickett's charge at Gettysburg.
You know what you said there? No idea.
I know at the beginning any fool can try to defend his or her mistakes. It gets you into more trouble if you try to defend it and lie. Blah, 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 just admit it and take
Or just dig your heels in and just...
Yeah, you're digging a deeper hole, but you can't get, it's harder to get out of if you just keep lying and adding on top.
Yeah.
But if you just admit and you're like, yeah, I did that. You still are going to get constant, punished, but it makes it a lot less worse of a punishment. Makes it less harsh punishment.
Punishment.
Anyways, I don't know why I learned that. What could you say to a man who treated you like that? Over here, it's talking about a man who's being really disrespectful too.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to do business together, and then he's really disrespectful. When we are right, let's try to win people gently and tactfully to our way of thinking. And when we are wrong, and that will be surprisingly often, never, no. If we are honest with ourselves, let's admit our mistakes quickly with enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Did I say that right? Enthusiasm. Okay. Not only will that technique produce astonishing results, but believe it or not, it is a lot more fun under the circumstances than trying to defend oneself. Remember the old proverb, By fighting, you never get enough, but by yielding, you get more than you expected.
Mm.
Principle 3. If you are wrong, admit it quickly and
Emphatically.
I knew that. I knew that.
Very good advice.
That's a wrap for today. If you got value from this episode, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a show. And if this message resonated with you, share it with a friend and connect with me on social media. I'm at Larry Holsey, and I'd love to hear how you're applying these lessons in your own journey. So remember, success is more than just one area of life. You want to keep growing, keep leading, and keep prospering the way God intended. We'll see you next time.